Hello there, this is Malorian, and this will be a 2,000 point game I had with my Deathwing versus some Orks. So in this game I was up against these Orks here. So, I mean, he has his mob in the front there with some big shooters and a knob with a claw. He has 6 bikes with a knob with a claw. The 3 trucks there, and I'm told the one in the back has some boys in it, the one on the left has his war boss, and the one on the right has Ghazghkull. And coming in the outflanking is going to be 2 units of Deathwing. And on my side I just have a ton of pink terminators. I got my 6 regular core units with 4 assault cannons in there, and then I have 2 other units, one being my combat unit and another one having the apothecary, and then of course there's Belial in there. So the game is home base with each of us having our pizza in the back of our deployment zone. And, you know, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, oh geez, you know, Ghazghkull and a war boss and all those power claws, I better set myself back so I can shoot these guys up and then take them out as they come in, which is a fairly solid plan, except it wasn't until after I finished deployed that I was like, oh crap, how the hell am I going to get his objective? Because I don't have anything deep striking or anything. So, yeah, that's going to be very difficult, and I pretty much just had to change my plan here to, let's go kill some Orks. So Deathwing turn 1, basically I'm just moving up a bit and shooting up his mob, but 2 surprises here. 1, I deployed too far back, so only about half my guys even got to shoot, and it also turns out that he was kind of proxying those guys to be Ardboys, so my assault cannon still did fairly well against them, but yeah, obviously my shooting was half as effective. So Orks turn 1, he's just ripping up down the center, and the trucks are trying to outflank me. And, you know, his shooting does nothing to me, of course. I mean, he does 1 kill, but then my apothecary heals him. But the main thing I'm seeing here is that I can't just kind of slam straight towards his objective, because there's a real threat that his trucks now can outflank me and steal my objective away from me, especially with someone like Ghazghkull. You know, he's a hell to try and take down, so I'm going to have to try and deal with all this very carefully to make sure he doesn't get around me. So, Deathwing turn 2. I kind of split up into different task squads here. So I have the unit on the left that was supposed to go and destroy that 1 truck. However, despite getting penetrates and things, I only managed to make it so it's immobilized and can't shoot and stuff. The one on the top, though, with shooting I was able to destroy, so that will slow down Ghazghkull a bit. I have my reserve unit that, of course, is falling back to make sure I hold my pizza at the end of the game. And then the units in the center were mainly supposed to go up, shoot up the bikes a bit, and then assault them to get some more room. I mean, I'm sure his mob could attack me, but I'm sure I could take them on with all those terminators. Unfortunately, I did too well against the bikes that they ran away, but at least some other shooting against the mob there brought them down to 14 models or something. So then Orks turn 2, he has his first unit of 4 Deathwing that come on the right here. And after his turn looks something like this. So what happened here is on the left, well, first of all, here's my first surprise. As his units came out of his trucks, it turned out that these are full with knobs, with the huge choppas and these re-rollable shooters. I had about 10 at the top, 6 on the left, so that's going to be a little bit tougher than I thought it was. On the top, he charges a 1 unit with Ghazghkull, slaughters them, and then actually consolidates back. I think he was a little bit worried about me teaming up on him. On the right, he shoots my reserve unit, kills 1, and then I kind of baited him into charging me, which he does, and then I slaughter him. His big mob charges my terminators there, and I rolled this really well for my armor saves. Of course, I had my apothecary save 1, but I won combat, and he held there, you know, after 2 fearless kills. And then finally on the left side, this is where I really showed I had really great armor saves. I mean, I got both my invulnerable saves from what the war boss did. He only killed 1 of my guys. I killed 1 of his back. And of course that means I won combat because I instant kill his knobs. And it was kind of here that I realized, oh, these knobs are kind of really a drawback for him because I instant kill them all. And then it really just racks up the combat res for me. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. So on my turn 3, this is a really great example for it. So I'm attacking him all across the board, and over here, you know, he killed 2 of my guys, or 3 or whatever. I killed the same amount as him, but again, it's doubling because I'm insta-killing these knobs. He fails, and then he runs away. He gets away, but he'll never be able to rally. So there you go. This knob heading for the hills, basically because these knobs are just not helping him. So otherwise, this is what it looks like across the board. I just really teamed up on that one orc mob, and of course all those lightning clawed terminators just tore him apart. And then because he was falling back with Ghazghkull, I thought, well, why hell not? I just fell back and kept on shooting him. Didn't do too much damage, but I might as well just be wasting his time. So on Orks turn 3, he has another unit of 3 Deathwing that came on this side. And despite Ghazghkull being so far back, I'd forgotten, of course, that he has his free wah, and that basically means he has an 18-inch effective range. So he just rushes right up and charges into those left Terminators there. And after the turn, it looks like this. So he wipes out that one squad. So really, I have a couple of squads there that I can send after his objective, and then the rest is going to have to rush back here to stop Ghazghkull from taking away my objective. And of course, if he just kills that one core unit there on the right, I probably can't even run back to get to my objective in time. So I've kind of really put myself in a bad spot. So on my turn 4, I have those 2 units that are running up to him on the other side, while everything else falls back over here just to shoot the hell out of Ghazghkull, bring him down to just 1 knob. His turn 4 is fairly simple. It's just Ghazghkull trying to get to my unit that fell back here towards my pizza, but he wasn't able to make it. Alright, so on Deathwing turn 5, my Terminators on the top there, they're still running towards his objective, still a ways off. My reserve ones are falling back farther so that they're within range of the pizza, but they're out of the picture, but they're just still down there. And then what was supposed to happen was that everything else converged on Ghazghkull, was supposed to shoot him up, which is what happened. I killed the one knob and did a wound to him, and then I was supposed to charge him with the combat Terminators there. So, maybe I'd kill him, maybe I wouldn't, but if, even worst case scenario, I would just tie him up in combat. However, after I killed the one knob, he failed his leadership and he fell back. So, I was sure he must be fearless or something, but no. And so there you go. I had no reason to charge him. So in his turn 5, his Deathwing are just falling back and shoot up and kill the one lone Terminator that was over here. And finally, Ghazghkull rallies, and he doesn't do anything else. And it turns out this is the end of the game. So I'm holding my objective, he's holding his objective, so it's a tie. So overall, it was just a tie. I pretty much knew it was going to be a tie right from the beginning, other than the threat that he might be actually taking mine away. I still really love these Terminators. It's great just to have so many of them en masse. They really just ripped up these Orks, and it was really apparent too that this list was almost a perfect weakness of the perfect army for me to face, because I have all those knobs that I can instant kill. All those Ardboys, I ignore their armor and combat anyway, and I have the assault cannons, and even things like the bikes and the Deathwing, their toughness doesn't matter because my power fists are going to smash them anyway. So anyway, hope you like watching, and see you later.